don't care if you left, son. Fuck you anyway. Alright. How do we turn down this music so I can actually hear myself think? Oh my god, thank you. Okay. Is it? I think it's working. It better be working. If it's not, it is what it is. Okay, I see it. Good god, I'm still just like, that music is... It's too much, man. Oh god, thank you. Okay. Alright. I didn't want to change my deck, essentially. I am that asshole who plays with the Lifelink deck. But before we go over the deck, I just want to say that, you know, it started before they came out with the... So they released the Lifeline deck for free to arena players after it was a viable option. But I actually was playing with a Basari deck that they had given out for free. And, you know, that's... Oh, I didn't delete it. That's funny. So... I mean, it is what it is. When you play this game, they give you a certain amount of cards, or maybe you decide to invest in something, but you don't want to, you know, pay a shit ton of money to, you know, keep playing the meta. I mean, some people do. I get it. I get it. Some people just pay a shit ton of money and play the meta. And I think this is their deck too. This is their deck. So this is what they came out with. No, because I don't think they played with Pillar Drop. That's funny. I didn't play with this, though. What the hell is that? I have no idea. Maybe this is the original Lifeline deck, and then... Because it doesn't have any of... I played it with Conclave Mentor. Are they not letting me do that? Why are you being such a cunt? Why are you being such a cunt? Maybe I'm misspelling Conclave? I give up. Essentially, it doubled the +1/+1 counters. I loved that deck, man. I mean, so I've been playing with a version of Lifeline that they eventually gave out for free, which kind of ticked me off because it was basically the deck that I had built up anyways, using Basari and then a Lifeline deck that I found on the internet. I kind of just like jump started them, smashed them together, and ended up with that deck. It really wasn't viable. It didn't get out of, you know, gold for me, but I've gotten this one to platinum. So before I change it or just give up, I just wanted to go over the deck. I'm hoping my audio is catching, right? And then we've got, okay, because I don't care if anyone watches it. I just want to edit it. I'll use it to edit later. So this is my deck, right? It's a little Lifeline. You can see see, you know, the lifeline, but then you see obviously the Innistrad card that everyone's using. I see the mono white. I saw that. I'm just not a big fan of... Is that what this is? I think I named it something stupid too, just because I'm not going to play with it. No. Maybe this is historic. Where the hell is that? The mono white... Everybody knows what the mono white is. I mean, it's very powerful right now. I just don't like copying and pasting decks. And I mean, even if I do, I want to make my own, you know, my own spin on it per se. So this started Lifelinist for sure. And then I really played with a lot more Righteous Valkyries, and then I added in Reidane, God of the Worthy, because a bunch of people were playing Snowlands at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, it was like nothing but Snowlands. And playing this card is like a huge fuck you to everyone who plays Snowlands, because they all come in tapped, right? It's just a slow. That's my slowdown, and then obviously I started using Brutal Cathar after I lost to like one Brutal Cathar. This thing, every time it transforms, it just steals another creature. I don't know if there's like a limit to the creatures. I mean, it doesn't say anything. But I have seen it take like 3, maybe even 4 creatures. I don't remember. So if they don't have removal, this is fucking messed up. This will just kind of take shit off of them. I like this better than the Skyclave, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The thing that steals creatures. Everyone plays it sometimes in those spirit or white decks, and they steal somebody, but they ultimately create like a spirit token afterwards. And for some weird reason, that was kind of, I just didn't like that. I get it. When you kill it, right, those creatures go back onto the battlefield, unlike the Skyclave apparition or whatever it's called, where they go away, and then it is technically a token that gets created. So maybe it's stronger. I mean, again, I don't really give a shit. I prefer to just sort of have fun and make a deck. I guess people would call this more casual rather than competitive, and I am fine with that. I don't really care. The only reason why I played competitively is because I would, you want to see how it plays. So Legion Angel, I love that. That's great for just like, that's just free cards essentially. And then a lot of the times I use that to just draw people's removal out. Like, sure, okay, I have enough. I don't really care about Legion Angel. That's sort of just my, like, I know it's not a chump blocker, but it sort of becomes a chump blocker. I just don't care. You can do whatever you want. I hope you waste your removals on it, because, I mean, every time I play it, I get to pull another one, and I'll just keep using it. And then sort of looking at my hand and seeing what else I can do. Icing Frost the Tyrant, that's another sort of chump blocker for me that I don't really care. Like, I almost sacrifice this on purpose, especially if I have a Luminous Phantom out. So the Lunarch Veteran, oh, that's another fucked up thing. So because, yeah, fine. Especially if it's going to trade. If it's going to trade, or even has the opportunity to trade, I'm going to put it up there. Because I do get the equipment. A lot of the times, people then immediately remove that. But it can become really fucked up when a creature of yours can automatically tap somebody on the other side and then attack. It's just messed up. Felidar Retreat, I've been playing with this in my white deck for forever, just because I like it. I like the landfall that it gets, the creatures. I get that it's not, it's not the meta or whatever. I just personally like playing with this card. Like, if I was physically playing the game of Magic somewhere, I would love playing this card. It's just an enchantment that chills there. A lot of the times people don't target this. I don't know why. But then it gets really good in creating creatures or putting +1/+1 counters. So when the land comes in, I'm creating a creature, and if I have lifelink, I'm going to gain life. And then with a lot of these creatures, they gain +1/+1 counters whenever they gain life, right? Moondancer, Voice of the Blessed, I would love to play with 4 copies of, but I just didn't. I don't know how to describe it. It just didn't really gel. There was too many of them, and it does require 2 whites, and a lot of the times you end up with green cards when you don't need them. I should probably play with less green cards. I mean, someone who, has been playing this for 10, 20 years probably would know better, but I do play with the flip lands. I play with 1 Evolving Wilds. That's kind of like my gambling card for when Maja or Felidar are going to get land, because then you get 2, right? You play the Evolving Wilds, and then you're going to get, a 1/1 token, or you're going to get a 2/2, or maybe you get a 1/1 and a 2/2, really messed up. And then you go search for a plains or forest, and then so you're basically getting 2 to 4 creatures out of it with this, assuming that you get that, but that's gambling, right? What percentage are you going to have that out there? I have gotten so there's a lot of little engines built into here, right? You have your basic lifeline engines, that's fine, but you still have card draw with the Welcoming Vampire. Anytime that a 2/2, and you see there's plenty of 2s and plenty of 1s to be played. That's another thing. I love sacrificing this guy just so that I can play the Phantom and draw a card. People let me do that all the time. I don't know why. Like, especially some of the people who play with the Lifeline decks, it's like, I always think of that line from Batman, where Bane is like, you nearly adopted the Lifeline. I was born in it. Because, like, I will stomp. Mono white, I can stomp pretty decently, thanks to a few cards in here, I'd say. What you're going to have problems with is the Meat Hook Massacre. That's just killing everything. And you would think, why wouldn't you put it in here? And I probably should, especially since there's too many forests and I could play some swamps. But let's get this over with so that we can play a couple of games, and then I can end this stream, and then end up editing this later. So I did start playing with Devouring Tendrils for a little more removal. I did put 2 borrowed times in here, and then that's when I added the 2 Brutal Cathars in there, just because there wasn't any removal in here at first, and it just wasn't working at all. If someone, I mean, especially those people who play with all those stupid enchantments and shit like that just make the game not fucking fun, in my opinion. I don't want to play a game where you just stop me from playing the game. That's dumb. Like, if you physically were at a gathering of magicness, and like I saw you and I knew that you played this way where I couldn't play any of my deck, why would I sit down in front of you and play you? There'd be no way. Like, those people will end up just playing online, right? I mean, if if they were in someone's commander, I don't even have a commander crew, but if I did, the fuck I would not want to play with someone who just removals, counters. You can't play with your deck. Like, why would I even pull my deck out then if you're gonna not let me play with it? Phrasing. Skyclave Cleric, a little bit of mana smoothing, obviously some gain life. I've actually won the game with a really shitty hand with just the Skyclave Cleric, 1 Voice of the Blessed, and Angel of Destiny, because that's another one of your win conditions. I didn't think that this would actually be a win condition when I put it in there, just because I don't know why you wouldn't think that. I just didn't have it in my other deck ever, so that's the first time making it to here, and I don't know why it wasn't in any of my other decks. That's probably why I never made it out of gold, but I digress. So 3 Cleric classes, that's pretty self-explanatory. Digging into your graveyard to pull out creatures can get really messed up for them because you'll just gain a bunch of life. 4 Lunarch Veterans, I think I was playing with 2 or 3 and mixing some ones, and I just didn't like it because this is essentially 8 cards for 4, right? Playing it's sideboard without playing with your sideboard. Cleric, like we said, Voice of the Blessed, that's obvious. This thing can just get ridiculous. I kind of hate playing against it, and I guess I should hate me for putting it in there. But when it becomes indestructible, it's just really messed up. They're going to have to exile it, right? Because it's just not going to destroy. Devouring Tendrils, that's one of those ones where it could come or it could go, but it sometimes it does work really well for me as far as removing one of their pieces. Prosperous Innkeeper, I like that for the colorless mana a lot, that treasure token. I mean, obviously I wish it could also be played again. That would be awesome as some other random creature. Moondancer, I was playing with 3 copies and maybe only 2 of the Voice of the Blessed, but that changed obviously when I saw how powerful Voice of the Blessed was. That's obvious. That came from your lifeline. That's your lifeline staple there. I don't really want to play with 3 or 4 because you can have one out on there and then pull the second one and you can't even play it because it's a legendary. So then it sort of just sits in your hand and it's kind of pointless while it's sitting in your hand unless you want to trade with somebody or something just so that you can play it. Borrowed Time, self-explanatory, removal, Brutal Cathar. Just that thing can get out of control. I would love to play with 3 or 4 of these. I think that would probably push this, even further, but then I just don't know who I would sacrifice because I really do need the card draw that's coming from Welcoming Vampire. And again, I would love to play with more, but I just don't feel like it doesn't gel. I don't know how to describe it. It's just the gel is not there. Celestial Unicorn, obvious. That's a nice 3/2. That's just going to get bumped up with the life gain. Priest of Ancient Lore, again, we're gonna draw a card. We're also gonna gain life. So if you have something else out there and you throw that on there, boom. The other thing I love is when you pull it back from the graveyard, and then you do gain life and draw a card. So, God, that one's kind of fun to play around with. I would almost love to bump that one up as well. The other thing is I love putting +1 counters on that because they'll target everybody else, right? They're gonna target all your other creatures that gain +1 with life, but they're not going to look at this guy. And then you don't really care if he dies because you kind of want to pull him out of the graveyard just so that you can go digging again. Reidane, God of the Worthy, that's flying, vigilance, 2/3. Not a very powerful creature, and I never use it for the equipment. Maybe I should, but I'm using it to slow you down, especially if you're having those snowlands. I really just want you to slow down, and I'm going to throw that out there. I hate when I don't have it, and especially when I need it. It's great when you have 1 or 2 and in the early game and you see them play that snowland and you're just thinking, oh man, you're gonna hate me, because then they're gonna target this no matter what and then sort of leave your other creatures alone. So it's another good thing to sort of draw someone's removal spells out for 3, whoop-de-doo. Righteous Valkyrie, dude, one of the strongest. Everybody knows that's probably in every Cleric Lifelink deck ever, especially when you have at least 7 or more life. So then you're going to get that +2/+2. So a lot of these creatures, they start out next to nothing, and that's kind of where this deck sucks, especially with Meathook Massacre. It'll just come in and just massacre the fucking lot of them, especially if you don't have any of your engines running. Welcoming Vampire, just for card draw, really. I don't even give a shit. And then kind of to pull your removal spells out. I love it when you just waste removal spells on something, especially when it's just a 2/3, but they just don't want you to be drawing cards. Felidar Retreat, we already went over. Icingdeath, we already went over. Legion Angel, that's a 4/3 Angel Warrior, and then you just go digging for, I love it. Play the card from outside the game. Such a fucked up thing. Angel of Destiny, we already went over. 2/6 double strike, and it ends the game. I won one the other day, a werewolf. The werewolf deck has problems with this. Just because they are very creature heavy, and if you play like an Angel of Destiny and you have a Brutal Cathar out there at the same time, it starts to get really fucked up for them, because they don't really have some of the stuff that I've seen, especially in the early game. They might not be playing Reach or any flying creatures, so they can't really touch that, and they do end up losing the game really quickly. Doomskar, that's obvious. That's just destroy. Maja, we already went over. Very not powerful creature. It's just there. I mean, that could be replaced with something else, I'm sure, but I'm playing this to have fun, and so far it's working. I do have a lot of fun when all these engines go right. Valkyrie Harbinger, that's powerful as shit. That thing, I know I only play with 2. I'd love to play with 4, but I don't know who I would let go. And again, I would probably much rather play with Brutal Cathar, because I'm more winning the game with probably Angel, Brutal, and then, you know, my 1s and 2s. But this, whenever you gain 4 more life, it just creates tokens, and then as it's creating those tokens, if you have your life on there, it's generating more 1+1 counters. Shit gets messed up. Cave of the Frost Dragon, a love or a hate relationship with that. I could leave it, I could take it away. Sometimes it helps. I mean, 1 out of 10 times maybe it helps, but I don't know. People play with it, I'm sure. Because it becomes a creature and then it attacks. I don't know. Branchloft Pathway, that's obvious. It's just your flip land. Overgrown Farmland, I only want to play with 1 of these because, you know, you have to have 2 or more lands to play it. And then Evolving Wilds, again, I could take it or leave it. It's just kind of my gambling. It's my gambling card. Let's play a couple of games. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose right off the bat. I have reached my limit without adding Meat Hook Massacre. And honestly, I like couldn't sleep last night because I was like, how the hell, like, what could I do? Could I add Meat Hook? Right? Everyone else is fucking using it. So can I add it? But then how do I add it if then I'm gonna mana, like I need that mana. So I'd probably pull like one of the forest, shit, that sucks, and put in a swamp. I might even lose Cave of the Frost Dragon because I mean it's not really working well for me anyways. And then I would probably pull probably pull the Devouring Tendrils out because that's your... Wait, was I saying that? Or one of the... I'd probably pull out the Devouring Tendrils, I think. I mean, in there, then... Where's that going? It doesn't want to live anywhere. Where is it living? It's apparently living in the 2-drop, even though it's not a 2-drop. And I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to do that right now. That's just not my thing. What else did we do? Oh, God. No! Oh, right. We can just not save it. Deck has following issues. Would you like to save and exit anyways? Cancel? How do we discard? There we go. All right. Let's play some games. I'm probably going to lose because I'm at that point where everyone is just meta, meta, meta. Big dick white, big dick white, big dick white. Or you can't play your games, you can't play your games. Removal, removal, removal. And then the meat hook all the way at the end just to, you know, fuck everything up. Great. Someone a little bit higher than us. See, this is what I'm talking about. They've been really fucking me on my polls lately. Like, I only have 2 of these in the deck, but what do you think the statistics are on pulling them at the same time? Same with Welcoming Vampire. So, obviously, I'm going to mulligan, and then I just have to keep my second one just because I'm not trying to lose this. Kind of sucks that I want to get rid of Borrowing Time. That's just probably because now that I'm down cards, I want to dig, but they're just going to remove that anyways. I might have to wait to play it, which kind of sucks my butthole, but I guess we'll just do that. Nice. Oh, God. Too bad, huh? See, there's that swamp. Those swamps that I was talking about. This guy's probably going to murder us. That sucks. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. What is this, a Scoot Swarm? Or is it that one with all the, like, massive amounts of enchantments that's just, like, fuck your mother? So I do love this move where you get 3 out of that. Especially since I started really, really slow. And it puts 2 out there, so I'm hoping, even if he kills one of them, hopefully he kills Lunarch Veteran like a dumbass. That would be stupid. Oh, I'm not gonna... Not blocking? Go ahead, put 1,000,000 plus whatever counters on there. It's how you know someone plays Magic for like forever, is when they don't spend their mana until the end, man. I'm not competitive enough to do that. I don't want to think that much. All right. So we are cruising. I'm going to go ahead and draw his removal out now. So that's not going to attack. That unicorn won't attack. There's no way. He's just going to remove it somehow. Destroy target permanent. Oh yeah, of course. Don't worry, bro. I got you. I hope you target that next. So it sucks that we didn't get a land drop. That's really gonna fuck us. Oh, God damn it, dude. And then now he's just like stacking mad mana. We're about to throw a Voice of the Blessed on there though, and he's wondering if he's gonna remove that. He'll probably remove Welcoming Vampire, yeah. See, they just waste all their fucking removal on it, man. I hope you have lots of removal, bro. That's the one thing this deck does well, because there's way too many creatures and like barely any land. I think I'm playing with 22 lands. It really, you just throw mad creatures at them and they just remove, but eventually you're going to get in there and you're going to fuck them up a little bit. Oh God, that's messed up. So obviously we're going to do that. What else do I want to do? So sometimes, not now, that he's going to trade both of those probably, or crew, yeah. Why would you do that? That's dumb. I guess I should have not attacked. It's just this deck, man. The crew. Remove, crew. All right. Let's change the beat. So, who do we want? I think I want the Voice of the Blessed. I shouldn't have lost that. That was dumb. This gets fun. So, you would think you would choose Voice of the Blessed, but he's just going to end up targeting it anyways. I kind of want something to trade later. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because he's going to continue crewing. I don't have a 2-drop, nor do I have a lot of mana. So I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice that creature. Yeah. God damn it. Who plays with Field of Ruin, dude? These people are assholes. Look at that Meat Hook Massacre. See what I was saying? That's when you end up like seriously losing the game. But I will say that's fun. So now he has to remove that. If he doesn't have the removal for that, I don't think you can use Meat Hook Massacre twice. So he's about to lose the game. I don't care, sure. All I have to do is swing. Oh, this is messed up. Cool, we won. I'm almost certain we won. Good game. So the only way I win to that, though, is what I just did, which is drawing out their removal, right? Just to, like, trick them into thinking, like, that they're making those moves, that they're like, oh, good, I killed his Voice of the Blessed. Oh, cool, I killed his Celestial Unicorn. Oh, he probably is so mad about that. And then he taps for the meat hook. You throw the Angel of whatever out there, and then she does what she does best, and yeah. I will say if I added meat hook to that, you could see how this deck would be super fucked up, okay? But we just took on the meta, and we won, right? Normally I lose to that. 9 times out of 10, I'm probably losing to that particular deck. And everyone who's using the Meat Hook Massacre, they're just sort of throwing it in every single fucking deck that they've run. It's like no matter what they're fucking using, they're going to splash for black just to use that fucking card. I own that card both in Arena and I pulled it at a pre-release. For some fucking reason, they put crazy good cards in the pre-releases sometimes, most times, pretty much every time. But I swear to God, if someone asked me to, I would fucking rip up my copy and take a shit, like a fucking disgusting shit on that fucking thing. I hope they fucking ban that card. I mean, I'm not even playing with, who's that fucking, what's the angel? What's the indestructible angel that this fucking deck apparently lets you play? That we always win against that deck too. The book. What is that one fucking angel? This. So this is like a card from like 5 or 6 fucking sets ago, but they let you put it in a standard deck. And I've seen people playing it. And I used to play with it because it's fun for sure, especially since it's a 5/5 for the same cost as that 4/5. And then when you swing, you could swing with a shit ton of creatures, especially since this is a creature deck. And then they all gain indestructible. That's fucked up. I get that I could run this, and I did. This used to have that at least 1 or 2 of these angelic guardians in there. But come on, man, like that's not even a legal card. That is not a legal card. If you are playing with Angelic Guardian, you are a fucking piece of shit. Just stop. It's not standard. This here, right? You can build this. You can purchase these cards and play standard, right? That's in Zendikar. I own all of these cards. I think that's also why I love this deck, because I own all of these cards. They're not hard to come by. They're pretty fucking easy. You just need to buy, some cards. But this, sweetheart, you're not gonna play with that in standard. Because it's not fucking standard. What's the other thing that people play? Stray. Sweetheart, if you play with this, stop. Look, you need to swap this out anyways, but this is not standard legal. This whole, we're going to be nice to these people who bought into Arena at the beginning or something, just stop it. The fact that you can put it in there and then it's still standard. Here, let's just do that just for fun. You can still play with that. You shouldn't be able to play with that. That is not a standard card. Neither is this. So just knock it off. Good lord. Did we play with less? Did we do that right now recently? I don't know. Whatever. I only play with a little bit of green. Someone should tell me if I should pull that down to 5 and 11 maybe. I hate how when you make really small changes, like your deck can just somehow end up just super fucking up because Arena is just, I don't know what Arena is. Arena just has problems. I don't want to, I almost want to put that back. 5. I mean, that does seem stupid to be playing with that many green when we don't really need it. Let's try that. We'll try it. No big deal. We'll edit this later. All right, let's jump into another game. 0 chat. And I can't see anything else. Oh, okay. 0 people. Womp, womp, womp. Oh my god. How the fuck? You see what I'm saying? I literally just said this. I literally just said how small changes can fuck up Arena where it shouldn't be. We lowered the amount of forest cards that we have in the deck, but somehow we pulled almost all of them in the first pull. It's like they do this on purpose when you're winning. If you win, it's like they're like, nah, we want you to get really fucked up. Luckily, they're having to mulligan as well because Arena apparently just is fucking stupid. They either give you too many lands or they give you not enough lands. I mean, 2 Brutal Cathars, though, that would be super messed up to play like a late game. To play like a late game with just like nothing but removal. I would try it if oh man, I don't know. Do we want to try it just for fun? I was hoping to lose, essentially. Nobody's watching anyways. Fuck. Fuck, man. I mean, because that wastes 1, that's 2, and then you have a 3-drop of Brutal Cathar. But they probably already have removal, so then you use it again. And they probably already have removal. Part of this is using your 1s and 2s just to, like, get them to waste their removal. So we'll do that. That sucks to have to ditch, that's for sure. God, that sucks to have to ditch. I have 1 fucking of those cards, and it's like getting 4. Gosh darn it. I need this. I need this. That's a late game. I just have to give it up. That sucks. That's fine. It is what it is. At least we have first play, second play, third play. He's probably going to remove it anyways. God damn it. Alright, yeah, that sucks. This is dumb. This is super dumb. Because we know he's just going to use removal, and then I'm whatever. Fucking hate this game sometimes. We'll go 1 more game after this. Unless we lose. We'll probably lose on this one, and that'll be fine. Because then I'll cut this stream short with that. And go back to what I was doing. Is this guy just gonna bow out? Poor guy. I know the feeling. So he ended up with 5. Does he go first or do I go first? Ouch, he did end up with 5. Oh shit. This is fun. So we both... This ought to be fun. So is he playing... I found someone playing a deck very similar to mine. Oh, and I didn't play the Cleric first. I think I got caught up in seeing him play Lunarch Veteran first, so then I played it. That was dumb. Nice. I want to go white. You know, I'm not sure that the mono white has the amount of removal that it really needs. And we're not going to get anything if we play that and then play that anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. We'll draw out his removal even if he has it. Even if he swings with Righteous Valkyrie too, I'm not going to do anything. Oh, wow. He's playing like an original. So that was another card that I used in Lifeline. I think it's standard for Lifeline. Obviously, I'm not going to block. I don't really care. That's funny. Nice. I like that. Let's go digging. Let's go digging. Nice. Okay. So that's interesting. He's probably going to waste the +1/+1 right now. I knew it. Yeah. If I pull a land, next time. Oh, okay. So do I get to, no, I don't. Okay. So how do we want to do this? We're going to get a treasure token. We're going to go digging. We can't let him swing again. But he's going to swing again, so then we'll lose. So we're going to go ahead and we'll card draw. We'll card draw. Is there anything we can do to kill anybody? There isn't. That sucks. Because we're not getting any of the +1/+1s out right now. That sucks. So there really isn't someone I can kill. Oh. Wow. Well, hold on. Is there anyone I can kill? No. I mean, that sucks, but it's also really, really good. Because now I can... I'm going to go ahead and foretell my Doomskar, auto pay. I'm essentially set up unless he Doomskars and so I am going to probably block with my, do I need to block? Well, let's think about this a little bit. So I was going to block with my Welcoming Vampire, but then we got the whole gamble thing. We ended up with some land. He's got that +1/+1. But he doesn't have any creatures out that gain the +1/+1 besides the Righteous Valkyrie giving them that +2. So let's say he ends up with 5, 8, 11. I mean, I'm not going to block, I don't think. Oh, that sucks. For him, not for me. He's just gaining life and throwing +1 counters on it. I'm not too concerned. You could try. One more. That'll get you to 11. I'm not even going to block. I don't even care. You merely adopted the lifeline. I was born in it. All right, that sucks. So I don't have enough to do that. I can swing and kill his Lunarch Veteran. We might do that, and that'll puff some people up, or well, just one of these up a little bit. Wait a minute. Can I do both? Oh my god, I can do both. That's fucked up. This poor guy. It does give him a card to play, but it was the only thing that I could do to gain that life. So now we're going to start pumping up Welcoming Vampire. He's kind of like our priest. like, people almost always target Righteous Valkyrie before welcoming Vampire anyways, because it's part of the engine. Doomskar. Might have to Doomskar. At least we can block the core Celebrant, and then that gives us a 2-drop, which actually gives us card draw. I'm probably going to do that. If he was smart, he would pump up his Phantom, but he's not. Oh, damn. That is not good for us at all. I shouldn't have swung. That's my fault for swinging. I shouldn't have swung. See, that's what I'm saying. If you can get it up to 6, then we trade, and that sucks. But I can just start over. So can he, which sucks. Because he's already up to 42. Come on, man. Alright, who are you swinging with? I am at 10. So I'm going to have to block pretty much everybody if he goes full bore, and he probably is going to go full bore. Oh, Summoning Sickness on the Phantom. That's perfect. Okay, so that's obvious. We have to. There's no one else. Yeah, I guess I'm good. I mean, I'm not really good. We could maybe pull ourselves out of this. I don't know how, but we're going to. So we can remove somebody, so we're definitely going to remove somebody. Okay, that's obvious that we're going to just pump you up to a bazillion. Oh, that sucks. So do we remove or do we play into the plus? That sucks. So that actually does allow us to do that plus the removal. So I think that's probably what we're going to do here. Which sucks because I should leave those 2 for the Doomskar. But I guess I'm not. I mean, how do we want to do this? Do we want to leave the Doomskar out so that we can play it? Or do we take someone away from him? I mean, I guess we just take somebody away. Should we take his... Should we take away his engine? Because right now... Yeah. That sucks. I mean, hopefully he has... That sucks. I think we take away his engine, honestly. Let's just take away his engine instead of his creature. I mean, we should be taking that 7, probably. Especially if he has, like, some sort of removal deal. But, I mean, do we play it on his 7? Or do we play it on his Lifelink? You know? I don't actually know. I guess we'll just take away his engine and we'll see what happens. I don't have a lot of life. I think I'm going to swing for something. I don't even really care at this point. I guess there is quite a bunch. We'll swing for the 11. We'll swing for 11. Because he's just going to vigilance himself right back into place. And we'll see what happens. Does he have a Doomskar? Angel of Destiny. I like it. Except for the fact that all you did was gain life. You didn't actually get to pump anyone up. So, dang, are you swinging with anybody? Because my Voice of the Blessed pretty much negates your Angel of Destiny there. This poor guy. We backed him into a corner. I think what he tried to do was like slam the Lifeline deck with the meta white. This is kind of fun though. It's fun to see someone else try something different and not just be completely meta white or whatever. All right. Well, This poor guy. Do 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 do. I think we get to draw a card too. That's so fucked up. Oh, that poor guy. This poor guy. Do we want to save it for next time, or do we just pump everybody up? We've got an 8-9 now. If we save it for next time, it card draws, but if we swing with it and we lose, should we just keep playing safe? What if he pulls a Doomskar, though? I guess we keep playing it safe, right? That's the difference between someone who's playing to win and someone like me who's just like, wee! Swing for the fences. God, we don't even have anything in the graveyard. So we swing with the 15. He's just going to take 15 to the face and come back. We swing with the 8. He doesn't swing with Angel of Destiny. Maybe he loses his Luminous Phantom. I don't know, man. I say we just play it safe. We have an indestructible, and we have a card draw now, even in the late game. This poor guy. I forget, can indestructible be killed through combat damage? I don't think it can, right? Do we wanna? I'm good. We're gonna play it later. We'll see what he pulled. Did he pull a land? That'd be super messed up if he pulled a land. That poor guy. He pulled a land. That sucks. So we were definitely right to pull away his engine. The engine pretty much just stopped him in his tracks there. He didn't have any creatures that actually benefited from Lifelink. He just had just the Cleric Class. And apparently he doesn't have enough in his deck to, you know, pull another one. Shit, I have 3 in mine and I still haven't pulled one. He's pissed. He's griefing or he's thinking. But there's really, at this point, we lose if we fuck this up. So he's either griefing and he's just going to run down the time, which I don't blame him. This is kind of frustrating for sure. He has his Angel of Destiny out on the field, but because of my Voice of the Blessed and technically because of the Welcoming Vampire, he's not really able to swing with it. So he's pretty much fucked. Ah, that poor guy. Oh, he did just give up. So he wasn't going to let us do it. But, I mean, if you look... Oh, cool. Rank up. So I didn't really mind making this video because I figured I would lose a bunch. But I'm not going to pull out of Platinum. Like, there's no way I'm pulling out of Platinum. I am not a seasoned Magic veteran. I mean, we just went up against a casual player and won. Technically, we won against the meta deck as well, because we drew out his removals and then swung with our Angel of Destiny. Oh, I didn't click on the button. I meant to click on the button. So, I mean, that he was going to lose there for sure. We would have swung with, we would have pulled out our 1. That would have gained a bunch of life, right? All those +1 counters. And then we would actually then card draw again. So we were going to get 3 cards that we probably would have been able to drop because most of the deck is those 1s and 2s. I hate when people quit at the end when they know. I would almost rather you just grief me and just leave the table. Leave the table and let me see what happens at the end. You know what I mean? Like, what's that card that I would have drawn? What's the third card? Or what's the third card that I would have gotten to draw because I had my engine out there. I had my Welcoming Vampire. I had a Lunarch Veteran to drop that would have life gained, and then I would have been able to card draw. I wanted to end on a loss, but we haven't lost yet. Am I still going? I guess I'm still going to go. We have to lose next, right? There's no way we don't lose this next one. There's no way. Someone's going to have a meta deck. All it takes is a meta deck. And then here's that fucked up card draw again, forcing you to mulligan. Because who knows? They decided that 2 Celestial Unicorns in a deck of 60 cards, that the likelihood that you would pull both of them is apparently strongly high. Oh shit. Oh my god, I did not just do that. Oh my god, I just not just do that. Fuck. Fuck. I meant to mulligan. I'm not trying to lose this on purpose. I meant to mulligan. I was talking. I don't normally just chit chat. Fuck. At least this pulls. This is our 2 for 1. He's more than likely going to have something to remove. Hopefully he removes the Lunarch Veteran and not the Innkeeper. He's probably smart enough to remove the Innkeeper instead of the Veteran. Or is he playing that? Oh god, he's playing the Dimir Zombies. That's awesome. So I love this deck. This is easily one of my favorite decks. I think another YouTuber made. Do we want a card draw? We don't want a card draw yet. We'll put something out there. He can go ahead and remove it. That's his deal. He's just gonna do it. Do I want that 2 drop next? I don't. And besides, we would want to block with it. We wouldn't want to swing with it. I'm just being an idiot. I love this deck. This Champion of the Perished Dimir Zombies deck. It's because it's another creature deck. He will 100% be playing with Meathook Massacre, though. Which is not a card that I put into my deck, but I think there was another YouTuber, Affinity for MTG, I think. Wow, he didn't remove that. That is weird. That is like super weird. Okay. Why did he not remove that? He can't block with that. He won't block with his champion. That's weird. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Nice. Nothing with Death Touch. That's a good start. He doesn't really have a way to gain life, so he will, yeah. He's going to trade, I figured. That's smart. That's why I put the Reidane, God of the Worthy in there, or whatever her name is. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Because of this deck. I loved playing with it. I loved watching that video. That guy's super dope. You should definitely go check him out. No one's watching this anyways. I'll just probably edit all of this out. Fucking asshole. So there's that Death Touch that I was worried about. We can just pull him off of the board. That's fine. That's when I started playing with that card because it essentially slows it way, way down. All of those ice tunnels, snow-covered swamp, all that shit comes in tapped, and it has the ability of just pissing everyone off. I think I do just want to pull, like, just be an asshole. We're going to go for the throat a little bit. So now he loses his little zombie engine there, but he probably has another one. Like, I'm almost 100% sure he has another one. He's probably thinking about using a meat hook right now, too. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, he'd have to get his up pretty decently. This is when flying creatures would be really, really good. So he still hasn't thrown Oh, wow. His gets flying. That's awesome. He still hasn't thrown... This is fucked up. Do we want to save this for the engine? I think we want to save this for the engine. So 6, 3... That's 9. If he plays another zombie, it's probably 10 or 11. Because if I'm able to play this and this next turn, this cat creature then pulls that whole, like, I then end up getting to draw a card. It'd just suck if I pull a land next time. Do I want to do that? And then give him a 3 and hit him for 3? God, I don't know, man. This sucks. Nope. Okay. I guess I'm giving up on that. I can't swing. I can't swing with them. Not really. We'll just end the turn and see what happens. This sucks. That Geralf Visionary, that is not a common Dimir Zombies for sure. So he is definitely using his own brew. I kind of like that. I don't know if this deck is part of the meta or not. No, that Tainted Adversary. God, that Geralf making it a fucking flying creature. I am dead. I am essentially dead. GG's. Fucking asshole. He's not going to swing with his 3? He can. It's flying. What does that put him to? 10, 11, 12? Oh. That's it? Huh. Okay. We're going to go digging. Digging. For sure, we're going to go digging. That's interesting. And we still, like, we're going to have to sacrifice her next round for sure. Obviously. I guess we probably should have done +1/+1 and swung. Would that have been the thing to do? We still can't get rid of his death touch there. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, he won, basically. It doesn't even matter. We're going to just swing with it. Because we can't block any of those flying creatures. And apparently the Decayed... the Decayed has flying too. So next round, he's going to hit us for 4, 7, 10, 19. And we can block 8 of it. Does that... I mean, does that... Wait, does that work? Say we block his... 9. Oh, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter because we can only block one of them. I should have swung with the Veteran too. That sucks. This sucks. Of course. It didn't even matter. Because now he's going to hit me with 2, 4, 7, and I can block 9. I actually am still alive for some weird reason. I think I'm still alive because he just blocked all the shit that I just sent at him. I don't think he needed to do that. Did he need to do that? What was that up to? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just pretty certain that he's just, at this point, he's winning this for sure. There's nothing that we can do. 2, 4, 7, and 10. That's 17. So we have to block his 10. That sucks. We lose our card draw next round. And if he has something to pump up any of the other ones or removal. So we're still alive. We're both just having fun playing apparently at this point. But he's won for sure. Like I good gamed him ages ago. There's no... Oh. Shit. Wait, how long have I had that in my hand? Did I have that... I was just more concerned with the blockers and stuff. I guess we can pull down... It won't even matter. It's not gonna fucking matter. The only thing that would matter is if we take him away. And even then I'm gonna be trading a shit ton. So let's do that, I guess. Is that the smart thing to do? I hope you sacrifice your little fucking asshole. Probably has a way to counter it. Oh, he does. He does. What a dick. So he's already land, like he has shit ton of land anyway, so it doesn't matter. We've already lost. We could maybe block one of the flying, so that's what we have to do, I guess. So that we can block one of the flying, but that's not going to help us really. 3, he'll just block with the 1. I mean, but he's never, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have to attack. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why would you? Oh, because... Okay, good. I was like, why the fuck would you do that? I didn't see the number. Alright, he's winning, though, for sure. There's only one creature I can block. So all he has to do is get one of his creatures. Oh, what a dick. That fucking meat hook. I swear to God, that meat hook is like some bullshit. I'm not going to good game that for sure. That's where I'm going to end the stream. I'm not doing the meat hook massacre. I won't stand for it. GG's. Thanks for watching. I'm probably going to edit this later. And I will add the deck list in there as well so that you can play with it if you want to, since pretty much it becomes kind of obsolete or will end up being something different when Kamigawa drops tomorrow. Who knows if that deck's viable or not viable. I'll catch you guys in the next one.